Hi, this is Deepika SR, and in this video, I'll be explaining about the two most popular stock market indices in India, the Sensex and Nifty. So let me begin with an example. Let's assume that a principal of a school calls a particular class teacher and inquires about the performance of a class. What do you think would have been the reply from the teacher? What if she read out the names of all the 50 students in the class and their scores in each subject? Will the principal be able to make any sense out of it? No, right? So, what could have the teacher done? She could have explained the entire performance of the class in just one line by either saying that it is a best performing class or poor performing class or average performing or above average or below average. Had she done so, the principal would have been able to understand better. Now, you might wonder, what has this example to do with Sensex and Nifty? What if one wants to know about the performance of the entire Indian stock market? There are more than 5,000 companies listed in Bombay Stock Exchange and more than 1,900 companies listed in National Stock Exchange. Obviously, one cannot check the performance of each company individually. So just as mentioned in the example, it will be better if we have one value that serves the purpose of tracking the entire stock market, isn't it? That one value is called as index, and the two most popular stock market indices in India are Sensex and Nifty. Sensex is an index of BSE, that is Bombay Stock Exchange, which was established in the year 1875. BSE is Asia's oldest stock exchange and world's 10th largest stock exchange. As on date, there are 5,439 companies listed in BSE. So, what is listing? It refers to the company shares that are allowed to be officially traded on a stock exchange. As per SEBI norms, it is mandatory for a public limited company to list their company share in either BSE or NSE. You can check my previous video to know about what is a public limited company. I have put the link of the video in the description below. The BSE Sensex is also known as Sensitive Index. It senses the performance of top 30 well-established and financially sound companies that are listed in BSE. Sensex was published in the year 1986, starting at 100 points by considering 1978 and 79 as its base year. Now the question is, on what basis these 30 companies are chosen to be a part of Sensex? There are various factors that are considered to pick the top 30. The first is that the company's shares should have been listed in Bombay Stock Exchange, preferably for more than 1 year. Then, the shares of the company should be traded on each and every trading day for the 3 months reference period. And then, the company must have reported profits in the last 4 quarters. And the last and the most important criteria is that the free float market capitalization of the company should be at least 0.5% of the index. Now, don't get worried. This might sound like a jargon, but it is a very, very simple concept to understand if you pay attention. Market capitalization refers to the size of the company, which is calculated by multiplying the number of shares held by the company with its current market price. Let's see an example. The share price of Wipro is currently trading at rupees 191 in BSE and in NSE. So the number of shares held by Wipro Limited is 571 crores. So if you multiply the number of shares with its current share price, we get the market capitalization of Wipro, which is approximately 1 lakh crores. So the size of Wipro is approximately 1 lakh crore. But out of 571 crore shares, the majority of them are held by the promoters of the company. That is, Asim Premji and family hold 74% of shares of the company. The remaining shares are held by outsiders, that includes the general public, domestic and foreign institutional investors, etc. As per SEBI norms, shares held by foreign institutional investors promoters of the company and the government have a lock-in period and they cannot be traded directly in the stock market. Now, getting back to the concept, free float market capitalization refers to those shares that are freely traded in the market on regular basis. And Asim Premji is not going to buy and sell shares of Wipro daily in the market. And even if he wishes, he can't as per SEBI norms. So let's assume only 20% of the total shares of Wipro are freely traded in the stock market, which amounts to approximately 20,000 crores. Therefore, the free float market capitalization of Wipro is 20,000 crores. So I hope now you understood the concept of free float market capitalization. Now, how do the points of Sensex increase or decrease? We know that Sensex is the weighted average free float market capitalization of top 30 companies listed in Bombay Stock Exchange. As mentioned earlier, market capitalization of a company is calculated by multiplying its number of shares with its current market price. That is its share price. So we all know that the market price of these companies keep changing for every trade. Wipro today is trading at rupees 191. Tomorrow it might be trading at 200 or it may also trade at 170. So when the market price of a company changes, its market capitalization will also change. If the market capitalization of top 30 companies change, the Sensex value will also change. This simply means that when the share price of top 30 listed companies rise, Sensex points will also rise. If the share price of companies decline, the Sensex value will also decline. Now I hope you're clear with Sensex. Now let's move on to the next index, that is Nifty. The full form of Nifty is National Index 50 of National Stock Exchange. Like Sensex, Nifty represents the weighted average free float market capitalization of top 50 Indian companies listed in NSE, National Stock Exchange, representing 13 different sectors. Remember, for Sensex, it is 30 companies of BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange, and Nifty, it is 50 companies of National Stock Exchange. Nifty was published in the year 1996, starting at 1000 points, with 1995 as its base year. Apart from Nifty 50, National Stock Exchange also provides various sectoral indices like Nifty Bank Index, IT Index, Pharma Index, FMCG Index, Service Sector Index, etc. These indices help us to track the performance of any particular sector. While Nifty 50 tracks the performance of only top 50 blue chip or large cap companies. By cap, I mean capitalization. To track the performance of small and mid-sized companies, National Stock Exchange offers Nifty Mid Cap and Nifty Small Cap Index. And there are 1,952 companies listed in NSE as on date. Now, you can ask me, why only 1,952 companies in NSE? But in BSE, there are more than 5,000 companies listed. This is because NSE is relatively a new and young stock exchange that was established in the year 1992. That is more than a century after BSE's establishment. But NSE was the first to introduce modern, fully automated screen-based electronic trading system, which allows us today to sit at the comforts of a house and trade shares using our mobile apps and computers. NSE was also the first exchange to introduce the equity derivatives trading, and it is the 11th largest stock exchange in the world next to BSE. Most of the companies listed in National Stock Exchange are also listed in Bombay Stock Exchange. And apart from Sensex, BSE also offers various sectoral indices like NSE. So I hope by now you would have got a clear idea about Sensex and Nifty. And here is a task for you. Find out what is Dolex and Defty and give your answer in the comment section below. So I hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share the video with your contacts. I post videos every weekend in Tamil and in English. Thanks and have a great day.